Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day here in the Northwest, and I get to create with you. So thank you for having me. For those of you who don't know me, I am Kim. I am a watercolor instructor here. I know sometimes I jump on live and I never introduce myself. So for those of you who are new to the Art Impressions watercolor technique, that's me, and I just could not be more excited to be here today. And I get to do the throwback. Oh my goodness, isn't this shelf the absolute cutest? And if you missed what we're making today, check that out. Isn't that so cute? When I saw this month's throwback, I could not believe it with all of these extra, and you know the size, this is an extra large. We're calling it the August Extra. Is that what we're calling it, Joel? Jumbo.
Is the word mom.
This is the Jumbo Throwback, you guys. Do not miss this. Look at all of these cute, adorable things you can put on this shelf. The Queen Bee blows me away. She blows me away every month. Just when you think like, oh, it can't get any better than this, she'll just blow you away the next month. So I get to color that with you today. How many of you, let me know in the comments, have already ordered this? For those of you who don't know, our throwback comes once a month, and it is available for 3 days only, and then it goes back into the vault. And so you have until tomorrow, Thursday at 11:59, and that's Pacific time, right?
Correct.
Pacific time, to get this in your hot little hands, because you don't want to miss it. Especially for those of you who make your own Christmas cards, and for every holiday. This is so cute. And don't forget, for those of you who haven't seen, look at the different holidays that you can make with this little shelf. And it's so cute. And by the way, you can use anything that you already have too. You can put a couple pots up there, some little animals. You know me, I'm always going to put animals on everything. And we have an animal today, of course, although there's no yellow in this one, which I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. But we still have the bright colors, which I love. So I'm going to check in here with the comments. Linda, awesome. Great. I'm so glad you already ordered that. Hello, Sandy and Christy. Peggy, hello neighbor, how you doing? Roberta, how is everything in Florida? Let us know. Sweet Ruth Ann, I love you so much. Happy Wednesday to you too. I like that. She says happy AI Wednesday. Happy AI Wednesday to you guys. Although, AI has a different connotation these days, but we're going to still stick with AI art impressions. Hello, Sherry and Ellen and Diana. Hello, everybody. Diane Mason, how are you? What are you making today? I love it when Diane posts her stuff. Okay, everybody. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch you around so that I can show off these throwback stamps for you just one more time before we get started. Okay, and let's see if we can do this without... There we go. Okay, you never know. You just never know if I'm going to get the tech right, It is very up in the air every time I'm on. So, it's always going to be a surprise with me, okay? Okay, so let me zoom in here. Click on the right button. Look, so here is the throwback. Okay, this is called the Holiday Shelf Set 6108, and it comes with the shelf and all of these big sizes. And you guys, these are such big stamps. I mean, for those of you who were on yesterday with the Watercolor Wednesday, you can see these are huge. Okay, so this is a jumbo throwback. Not every month is going to be like this. Okay, so it's just, I think we were talking about it this morning, and she's like, I just could not make up my mind, so I just threw them all in there, which we're always grateful for that. So keep that coming, Queen Bee. Anywho, so this is going to, so you get all of these. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 items to go on top of the shelf, plus the shelf itself. Okay, and I'm just going to show you the samples, okay, that she did on Watercolor Wednesday, and then the ones that she showed you yesterday as well, just in case any of you have missed the Watercolor Wednesday, the Throwback Tuesday. That's what it was yesterday. I'm thinking, I don't know what day it is, you guys. I just don't know. Okay, we're getting some tech updates here, and we're good. Anytime Joel is sneaking over here, I get nervous that I've done something wrong with the tech, but he's got it covered. Okay, so here is the Halloween. Absolutely adorable. And don't you love how she did this background here with this like aged wood? It's so cute. And you know, I don't like scary things for Halloween. I like fun scary, if that makes sense. And this is exactly what I would want to create for Halloween. And you know, it is coming, you guys. And actually you can see I'm wearing my black shirt today, and look at my coffee cup. Can you see it? It's orange. I got my black and orange on for Halloween because it is coming. It is August. And then you guys saw this one yesterday for the Throwback Tuesday. If you missed this was a live tutorial from yesterday, but these are always going to be saved on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so go ahead and check that out. If you missed that, you never want to miss one of the Queen Bee's tutorials. They are just absolutely top notch. I will tell you, she's a hard one to follow. You know, when I go on the next day, it's like, who can compete with that, you know? Okay, and then we've got this one, which is like fall harvest. Absolutely adorable, okay? And I love how you can make the top, you know, the items on the shelf very colorful and vibrant, and you make the shelf a little more subdued in the coloring so that your eye knows exactly where to go. And these branches, oh my goodness, absolutely adorable. Then we've got our Christmas. Seriously, this is just, I'm not going to use the word adorable. Again, someone's going to call me out on my cute and adorable. I hear you guys always let me know that I say cute too many times, but I can't help it. This is just absolutely cute and adorable. So grab this because you can make all of these different things, and also a bunch of things that, you know, we don't have samples for, but whatever you have, use whatever you have, pull out those stamps, and then this one too. Okay, so with the Throwback, okay, with this, you are going to get for free. Okay, this is why it's like extra. It's extra jumbo. Okay, jumbo is not even a word that will adequately describe this set and what you get, because not only do you get these big ones, but you get this one for free. Okay, and this might be my favorite thing of all of these. And I love the shelf, and I love all these holiday things, but I just love these cute little animals. And especially this, like this would be cute for a baby shower, you know, a little child's birthday, anything. Put some balloons on it, just beyond. And then as a double extra jumbo Throwback, you have the opportunity to get these ones as well. Okay, now these ones you can get for purchase. They don't come with the purchase of this one, but you can buy these. And lots of you guys have been asking for the mouse that goes on the shelf, the actual old school mouse from the old catalog. Debbie, I think you also wanted that. So here it is. Here this little mouse guy is, and he is just beyond. Now look at him. You know, any season, anything. Just a sweet little project. And then, of course, this little elf. I mean, for those of you doing your Christmas cards, because not everybody is done with their Christmas cards, snatch this set up. And of course, in addition to the Throwback, we always bring one collectible back a month. And so here's the kitty. And you can also put him on the shelf. You know, cats are always going to be where they're not supposed to be. And so on the shelf is just, it's a perfect place. Okay, want to check back in the comments with everybody. Hello, Barbara, Sandy, Kathy. Hello, Joy. Joy, how are you today? You are a joy. Cindy, hello, everybody. Elaine, hello. Hello, Cherie. Hello, Cindy. Make sure you guys let me know where you're watching from. And also, you know me, when I get on live, I like to do giveaways. So today we're going to give away a paper pack of your choice. And all you have to do is comment so that I can see and Leah can see in the comments what your favorite AI throwback is. And that can be like from the very beginning when we started throwbacks. That could be this one, okay? That could be any of the throwbacks that we have released. So let me know in the comments which one your favorite is, and then you will receive, Leah will pick a winner, and you will get the paper pack of your choice. Okay. Hello, Carol. How are you doing? Are you in BC right now? Are you camping? What are you doing? Are you enjoying your summer? Hello, Julie. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's okay that it's been a long time. You know, we love to have you. We love to have you. Hello, is Janice on with you, Joy? Tell her hi. Okay, the carousel horse. Cindy says that is one of my top favorites as well. Yes. Do you know what? That was so fun to color with all the bright. I mean, I think, wow, if you missed that one, that is, maybe somebody has an extra for you because that was a good one. Christy saying, this is her favorite one. Oh, love that. The giant porch. That was a good one. Okay, Consuelo saying that her favorite is also the carousel horse. Yes. Yes, I love that. Anything with animals, you know, is going to be my favorite. So this is definitely like a top 3 for me. Definitely, especially with that little bear. I mean, that little bear is just putting it over the top for me. And so let me show you again what we're going to make today. And this is so simple. Okay, we're going to do, I'm going to show you a little bit of a different technique here than the Queen Bee showed you yesterday. Yesterday, if I can get the sample out here, when she made this sample, you can see here that you're looking directly straight onto the shelf, okay? It's completely eye level. You don't need to do anything else besides just color, okay? And here you can see everything is stamped right on the line, okay? Today, we're gonna show you a little bit different perspective, like you're looking above, like you're looking down onto it, okay? And you will be absolutely shocked to see how easy it is to get that perspective. Okay, and we're going to walk through that. There's a couple steps that you have to take, but this is the easiest thing to do. Okay, you're going to make a couple tiny little changes, and then you can put things that are angled a little differently right here on the shelf. Okay, because these things, clearly, they all have a flat bottom. Okay, so everything that comes with the shelf, you're all going to color like this. But if you want to add something else that you have, you know, I always want to encourage you to think outside the box and use it in lots of different ways. And so this is another way. Okay, so we're going to get started here, but just want to check here to see what everyone is saying for their favorite throwback. Okay, Diane Mason, Father Christmas. That is definitely a top 5 for me. I totally agree. Totally agree for that one. Let's see here. Shelby is saying also the carousel horse. Okay, I'm looking directly at the Queen Bee right now, and I'm sending her a subliminal message that we need something like that again. Everyone is loving the carousel horse.
I'm shocked that was a favorite.
She is just on the ground shocked at that because
I would not have guessed that.
She would not. No, she doesn't. She wouldn't have guessed that is coming up so much. Barbara is saying the outdoors men. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a really good one. The little bear cub. That's what Kathy's saying. Love that. The bait house. Mm-hmm. That's a great masculine card. You're right. The iris and pansy set. That's a great, yes. Yep. Love that one.
Grist mill.
The grist mill. Yes. Joel's favorite is the grist mill. And maybe someday he can come on live and paint it for you. Well, lots of you asked for the grist mill. So, you know what? We hear you and we listen. And we give the people what they want. Okay. So, here we go. Here's how we're going to start it. And you can see here that I have stamped it in the blue and the brown. And you guys always ask, and I did the blue first and then the brown on top. Okay, and always stamp it off. You can see these are like fairly lightly stamped. We don't want anything heavy. Okay, definitely. You could, potentially use your gray stamp pad as well. You're going to get a little bit different of a look, but you absolutely can do that. I think the gray stamp pad is really good for those who are just getting into this technique, just starting to get your confidence, and then you can, sort of graduate up to the 2-layer of the stamping. Okay, so first things first, what do you guys notice here about the 2 things that are on top of the shelf? Okay, do you notice that there is a space in between? Okay, when we are drawing something that's looking down like this is the perspective, we have to do that. Okay, and you can see why, because you're going to see the shelf. You're going to see the top of the shelf. And all we're going to do is draw these tiny lines on the side. And you'll see how it all comes together. But that's the first step. Don't stamp anything directly on the line. And the easiest way to do that, in my mind, is to draw yourself a little bit of a guideline. Okay, that is exactly parallel to the stamp line. Okay, and it just needs to be just a tiny, I don't know, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters above that. And just lightly pencil in a guideline for yourself. Okay, and then use your positioner and go ahead and stamp these 2. And well, this one I stamped first just because his foot comes out in front. But you want them to be the same distance from the line. Okay, so that's the first step that you're going to do. And then obviously we're going to add some books, but do you know how easy it is to add these books? If you can draw 3 lines, 2-3 lines, then you can do books. Okay, everybody that is watching me right now can do that. Okay, I know that some people get a little nervous when they have to like hand draw anything, but it's okay. We got a ruler, and we'll be good to go. And we're going to do a little bit of coloring before we do that. But you can see here, I've kind of penciled in a little bit. You can see this right here, this bottom line of my books is the exact same distance that this is. Okay, because of this guideline that I've drawn in for myself. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry is loving this project. I do too. Okay, checking in here with the comments. I know, Carol, it's hard to pick a favorite. It is. I have to do like a top 3 or top 5 because I could not just pick one. And every time a new one comes out, I say, well, this is definitely in my top 5. So maybe I need a top 25 and everything's included. Oh, okay, Ruth Ann, she loves the sailboat. I love that. Can you make that for us? I love seeing, Ruth Ann is the most creative person. She can turn any of her stamps into any what's the word I'm looking for? Any inspiration. Yeah, so like she'll find a beautiful picture of something and then she'll recreate it with the stamps she has. And she's so talented and she's so creative that everybody just look for her posts on Facebook and social media. She's just so good. Yes, the sailboat. I agree, Debbie. We need more sailboats. And the queen bee is sitting just a few feet away from me. And so she is hearing me. Yes. She's reading your comments and she's hearing me. So if anyone else has any ideas, keep them coming. We love it. We love listening to you. And you guys are usually right about what people want. So I'm going to grab my colors and get them over here. And because we have so much coloring at the top, we're just going to keep the shelf very, very neutral. Okay, you really do need this white line here. Obviously some shadowing at the top in a little bit, but this is really just going to be me pulling the color out of the lines here. I'm not really going to add, if anything at all else to this bottom part. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Good morning to you. Although it's not morning where you are. It is the afternoon. And is it hot as blazes where you are? Because, wow, is it getting toasty in here? You know, we don't have AC here in the office, but we don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, it doesn't get that hot that often. And, you know, if we're sweating, then so be it. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm just going to pull the color out, okay? We want a little bit of coloring here because nothing can be really kept totally white. So I'm pulling from the lines, and remember I'm pulling up, and actually let me zoom in a little as I do this. Remember, I'm pulling up or down, like basically out from the lines. You're not ever crossing the lines. Okay, Cindy's saying the Christmas mailbox set. That's a great one. That really is a good one. You know, some of these I forgot about. You know, how long have we been doing throwbacks? A couple years now?
Yeah.
2021. Oh, wow. That's a lot of throwbacks. Are we ever going to run out of throwbacks? That's the question.
There's
No.
too many years.
There's too many years of AI. Hello, Lori. Welcome, welcome. Okay, just getting in here. You're going to get just a really nice neutral color from doing this. And I'm going to move up. And I'm just very gently pulling the color out here. And with my bear, when I start coloring him in, you'll see like the type of strokes that I like to do with something like a bear because he's fuzzy. It's going to be like almost little circles. Okay, that'll give him a little bit of extra texture in him. Or her. You could make this a really girly bear too. Be cute.
You just put a little bow on her.
Yes.
That's so easy.
Did you hear that? A little bow on top of her head would be so cute. Okay, I need some coffee here. How's everybody doing? Those of you who are on Pacific time, are you awake and ready for the day? I'm on my second cup of coffee, which is a great way to start for me. Don't forget about this little hand. And I say that because when I was coloring this for the first time, I did. I finished this whole project and then left this white. So don't do what I did. I'm going to leave his little nose and mouth area white. But this is pretty good as far as a base layer of color, okay? And again, you don't need to do much really on this shelf. Okay, already just doing that, we have created a perspective. And our image is no longer flat. That's what we want. Yes, Diana, that's a great idea. She's saying put a Santa hat on his head and a small little tree next to him.
Yes. So cute.
Cute. Oh yeah, you could put it even in a pot.
Mm-hmm.
You could put some little
little tree in a pot.
Some ivy, or what is that? Holly?
Yeah,
Ivy. Holly.
Holly.
Or holly.
But the leaves look very similar, so.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that, Lori. You know, you don't really need a reason to treat yourself, okay? But highly recommend. Okay. You know, we're going to fill in his eyes and his nose, so I'm not going to do much there either. Okay, so I'm going to first color in my bear. I like to get the main things colored first, and then we'll just move on to the pot from there. And then we'll do the books, and then I'll show you how to just put just a couple tiny little lines in here to that will just automatically create the perspective that we want. Okay, Deb is asking, when is the new catalog coming? That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I mean, it's definitely in the process right now. So stay tuned. Yes, catalogs. Yes, we love catalogs. Joel loves them too, don't you, Joel? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to take my 947. I'm going to take I'm just going to take a little of this 969. I may not use it, but I like to have a little on my palette. Oh, cute. Laura's saying that she can see him on a little bookmark. I love that idea. Love it. Keep these ideas coming because you are inspiring everybody else who is watching the comments too. So this is why I love being on with you all, because you just inspire me with lots of new ideas. Okay, so Lynn is saying the Bunny Girl set and the carousel are in her top 5. Love it. Father Christmas. Yes, I know. Too many favorites. It's really hard to pick. I like the fact that you have a top 5 though. That's what I have to do as well. So I couldn't possibly just pick one when like the next month could be an animal of some sort. Okay, so I'm taking my light brown and we're gonna just do, a few layers here and just keep it light. And you can see my strokes, okay? They're really not long strokes. They're just like almost like little circles. And just keep it light. Remember, keep it light at first. And keep some white areas. Don't forget about his little paw here. Ruth Ann, I agree. She's saying there's no one like Bonnie Cribs. We're trying to find our favorites, but how is that possible with over 6,000 stamp sets? Yes, could you even begin to draw like her? No. Nobody can do what she does. This is why she is, after 30 years, still here with you guys. She is still as innovative as she was from the beginning. There's nobody like her. There's not. There isn't. And am I biased? Yes. But it's still true. I agree 100%, Ruth Ann. Let's pin that comment so that everyone sees it. Good morning, Velda. How are you today? Oh, I bet it's hot and toasty in Roseville, California. Yeah, it is. Although today's not supposed to be as bad here. We were definitely 100 for the last couple of days, weren't we? Did we officially make it to 100? Yeah.
101 or 2.
Yeah, is there anyone on that likes to keep their house at like a frosty 68 degrees? That's what I like. I gotta have a sweatshirt. This is how I know it's a good temperature in my house, if I am wearing a sweatshirt. That is the perfect temperature. In the last couple of days, my AC, fortunately I have AC in my house, but it couldn't even keep up. And so it was in to the high 70s, even in the house with the AC on. And that's too much for me. That is just too high. I mean, I had to wear a t-shirt in my house, and it's not normal for me. Okay, so keep it lighter around the face, and that's my first pass. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, Trina's saying that she needs some smaller pumpkins. She's working on a card with the snow globe set, and there could be lots of more little stamps for that. That's a great idea. Some tiny little pumpkins. I love that. Lori, of course we remember the doorways. Yes, those are good ones. Those are oldies but goodies. Oh, and Vicky, yes, oldies but goodies. The Tuscan Village. Yes, did that ever come back as a throwback? I think it did. In the beginning, huh? Yeah. That was those are some good sets. Any of the originals were also so good. If you missed the throwback on that, the original is just... That was our very first throwback. Was it? Tuscan. Okay, did you hear that? That was our very first throwback. Wow. Does anyone have that?
Project Series 9.
Has anyone gotten all of the throwbacks? Wow, that would be quite the collection. Okay, so you can see I'm adding a little bit more, another layer of color there. Okay, Linda is agreeing with Joel, and she's saying the grist mill. I love that. Yes. We need grist mill part 2. We need like the back end of the grist mill.
That side.
That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of red in here. And this is just, and I'm going to do it lightly, so it's almost like a pink. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of that brown in there just to make it blend a little better. And I'm going to add that for his little toes, or I guess the bottom of his feet. And then little for his ears. And maybe a little bit of a cheek for him. Her, him, whatever. You know, we all have rosy cheeks sometimes. How cute is that? And that is simple, you guys. This is simple to color. Okay. Barbara, yes, the heat in the South is just, and I mean, I used to live in Northern Virginia, and that's not even the South, and it was just absolutely unbearable in the summertime, in August. We would just dread August because it was so hot and humid. Okay, I'm going to take my twin tone here. And I'm just going to darken his eyes. A lot of times I wait till the very end to do that, but I can't stand this unfinished right here. So I'm just going to do it now. And darken a little bit of that in his ear to create some contrast. Just have a steady hand. Going into his nose here. Just make a lot of like little strokes. That for me is the easiest way to keep steady. Okay. And you can do like a little bit on his foot too. Okay. That gives you like some of that really dark that you need. Zilla is saying the Critter Carolers. Oh yeah, that's top 5 for me. Definitely. Definitely. I love those big ones too. That was another kind of jumbo. I love those too. Yep. Thank you for reminding me of that set. Just completely forgot about it. Okay, now we're going to make his little book. I'm going to make it green. Let's do 249. Good morning, Marciela from Arizona. Oof, what are we even saying hot? I bet you have us all beat in the heat. Oh gosh, Barbara, East Texas, yeah. Yes, Kendra is in New Mexico, and she just, yeah, it's inside weather. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to do just a very, excuse me, very light green on here. And you can do any type of design or name on your little book that you want. Look how cute that is already. Yes, Lynn, absolutely. Humid and mosquitoes. Oh my goodness. It's like you're just, it's almost claustrophobic because it's just all around you and it's so thick. Oh, I remember walking to work because I used to live on Capitol Hill, and I would just walk to work, and we would wear a different outfit in the commute to work, and then would bring our suit or keep it at the office because it was just, you would be completely soaked. Oh yes, that was, yeah. I don't miss that. Sure don't. Okay, so I'm going to move on here to my pot, and I'm not going to do too much here. I'm going to add a little bit of a red stripe, but I'm going to also add a little shadowing to it, and that's, I'm going to add some 565. Oh wow, Velda, are you serious? She thinks she has all of the throwbacks.
Wow.
Velda, that is like a collection. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Wow. Guard that with your life. I wonder if you can even find. I mean, people did we ever have a limit on how many you could purchase? Did we do that at the beginning or no?
We did that in the beginning.
Yeah. And so like
But
really
they don't
people
come
could
up
only order.
very
Yeah.
often on
No, they don't.
eBay or anywhere.
But that could be a place to look if you're looking for any of these older ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a touch of the brown to make it a little bit less blue. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a little bit of that. And then I'm gonna grab my number 1. I'm gonna add some red stripes. Always add texture to your pots. It's just so cute. Sometimes you have to go over it twice so that it is dark enough. Red is a hard color, but you can do it. You can do this. Okay, now I am going to, let's see, do I want to do the greenery now? I think I'm going to do the greenery after we put in the lines for our shelf, okay? So I'm going to just put that to the side right now, and I'm going to grab my ruler. I've already penciled this in a little bit, but just wanted to show you how easy this is. Remember, it's just 3 lines. Oops, do that a little darker. Oops. I can't see. I can't see because if I lean over, then all you're gonna see is my head. Okay. Let me just pull this up a little and then I'll show you. Okay, there's 1. Two, and then we'll do one more right here. Okay, and you can vary these in width, right, if you want to. You can have some skinnier, some wider. You can do a big stack of books if you want to. Totally up to you. Diane Mason has all of the throwbacks. Oh my goodness. You guys, I don't even have all the throwbacks. Do we have them even here?
I don't. When they're gone, they're gone.
I know some of the
64.
there's
64.
wow, 64 sets of throwbacks. I mean,
Wow.
you would think that we would just have one of each
you
of
can
them
see
here,
them
but
all on the,
Yeah, the collector's guide.
so
the collector's
they're all on
guide.
there.
Check out the website for the collector's guide if you want to just reminisce. And also if you want to put what your favorite is, because remember, we're giving away a paper pack of your choice. Leah will pick a winner and she will notify you. Okay, so I'm just going to curve these lines. Just add a little bit of curve to them. And you can see that this is the same distance here and here. Okay. So we're going to add some color to our books. I'm going to do that with my number 4. The country mailbox. Cute. Cute, cute. I know storage, Laura's saying storage is a problem. I know. I still have not found a good way to store all of my stuff. I don't. It's just everywhere. And then sometimes my daughter will get the urge to watercolor something and then it will just be put back in all different kinds of places. You know, it's just everything is everywhere. Okay, so this book, I'm going to make blue. And then the bottom one, I'm going to make red. I'm going to show you how to put some little lines on there to really make them look like books. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. And now I get to show you how to put our lines in, okay? And then once that dries, then we'll add the additional little lines in. So we're going to do one here on both books, okay? But all you have to do, and you don't totally have to use a ruler for this part, I'm just going to freehand it. All you have to do is do a line like this. Do the same one here. Okay, and then connect any of the lines back here. Any of the space that you see. Actually, you could use a ruler on that part just to make sure it's, I mean, these are tiny, but it does make a difference. Okay, look at that. All I did, a diagonal line here, diagonal line here, and then we're going to fill in these little things, okay? And that gives you the perspective that you're not at eye level, you're a little bit above it. Okay, now I'm going to just add a little bit of color to this top part of the shelf. Oh, cute. Sherry's saying her favorite was the log cabin set with that wash tub.
Oh.
Cute.
Yes, that's just been.
Is that a
was this
recent
year.
one? Oh, okay.
That was this year, pretty sure.
Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of 565.
It's just
Was it like 2 months ago?
Yeah, that's a recent one. I'm just going to add a little bit of shadowing here. Don't have to do too much. Oh, that was June. Okay. Wow, my brain is, I was like, oh, when was that?
I don't know, January last
Yeah,
year.
well, June, you know what we were doing in June? It's our retreat.
That's right.
So we were just, that was where my brain was in June. The fall bench set, Lori's saying the fall bench set, that's a good one.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That was one of my favorites.
Yep. Okay, do you know what? Let's ask the queen bee what her top 3 are. What are you? The carousel, obviously. The carousel.
I'm so surprised by that. I really am. And the carousel was really fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the farmhouse was really fun.
Yep.
The log house, the log cabin, that was really fun. And the shelves and the benches. The benches that I did.
Love that. Yep. Did you all hear that? The log house, the shelves, and the benches are her favorites.
Mm-hmm. Because they're really versatile.
Yeah.
I try to make everything and the farmhouse.
Yeah. Agreed. Totally agree with that. Was that the one where you did all the flowers in front?
I had the
Or was that the
clothesline.
barn? Oh, the
Clothesline.
clothesline. Oh,
And I
that's a
think
top 3 for me.
I think I did samples of all the seasons with that one too.
Yeah.
Which made it really fun.
Wow, that was really cute. Oh my gosh, Debbie. How did I know? Okay, guess what Debbie had just said. Just guess what her favorite is.
I give up.
You know this, Mom. What has Debbie been championing?
Let's see. Oh, Phil.
Phil.
Phil. Definitely
Debbie,
Phil.
she guessed that without even seeing your comment.
Oh, yeah. Vote for Phil.
Yes, that's so funny.
Well, she and a lot of people
Yeah.
picked that one.
Now, see, by just adding these little lines here, it's very obviously a book. Just these little touches make such a difference. Okay. I'd add a little bit of just a little tiny shadow there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, the only step, well, I have 2 more steps. Okay. I'm going to add in my greenery up here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of shadow, like, to the right of this bear. Okay. And then that's going to be it. And then obviously I'm going to sign it, and we're going to be done. Hello, Julie. Welcome for a few minutes. We love to have you whenever we can get you. Welcome, welcome. We are making a shelf today with an adorable little bear on it. And I'm sure, Julie, that you're not going to miss out on this. No way. Yes, I agree, Catherine, 100%. This would be a great baby card. Yep. Very cute. Okay, so I'm just going to put this tape over here so I can add my grass, and then I'm going to add my hanging foliage. And again, we're going to do that shadow, and that's it. Let me show you what grass I'm using. I'm using, actually, this is not the grass from this set, but it's very similar. It's very similar. I'm using a tall grass and then this hanging thing right here. But you can, honestly, you can use any, you could put a,
Any vine.
any vine, any grass. You could
grasses.
put a succulent. How cute would that be?
Yes, a succulent. Oh, that would be really cute.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Definitely.
anything
You
in
could put
there.
a row of succulents on top of this shelf. Adorable. Okay, so I'm going to get my green. You know, I'm going to use my 177. And I almost never use the full stamp, okay? I'm just inking like this top half. And just going to put some in here. Oh, maybe it is that stamp. I didn't notice the top here. I can't tell
One
if
goes
that
to
has
the
the
right
top.
and one goes to the right, one goes to the left.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, you guys, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Well, that
There's
just shows you.
so
can
many.
use
I know,
any.
you can use any grass.
Any.
You can just put flowers
You
too.
could put whatever you want in
There
it.
are so many good options for foliage. Foliages and flowers. Oh yes, the hand pump. Yes, that is another Debbie Hedges stamp.
Yes, the milk cans.
Yes, the milk cans. Yep. Okay, so I'm just pulling that a little bit, and now I'm going to use my positioner for this one because I'm not going to risk it. And you all know how to use this. This is so easy. The backwards 7. I'm going to color this in my same green, and I'm going to color the whole stamp on this one. Okay, I'm going to ink it again because I'm only going to stamp this one time. Trust me, I tried to eyeball this one before and it ended up floating somewhere, so I don't do that anymore. After all this work, you get a floating vine. So adorable. And I love the perspective of this one too. That's kind of like coming this way, you know, with most everything is, I guess, horizontal on this except this. So to me, it's really nice visual interest to do that. Okay. And again, you could put names on here. You could put ABC. You could put any type of anything on that. Okay. And I might just add a tiny bit. I wonder if this needs a little bit more contrast. Don't have to do much. Okay, and now we're going to add in the shadow behind the bear. And that is going to be it. These are so simple. They don't look simple, right? But if you just take it step by step, you can do it. I know you can. You got me cheerleading you from behind the scenes. Okay, so I'm just going to add here. I'm just going to go along here. Just very light. And then a little here. Okay. And that's it. And then I'm going to sign my name. And that is our project, you guys. How fun. How fun. I hope that I'm going to switch me around here. Hello again. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I know I always have just a blast hanging out with you and getting to create a project with you. So thank you for joining me today. Do not miss this throwback, okay? Just a reminder, with the jumbo throwback of August, you get the cute little teddy bear that we made today. Okay, this comes free with the purchase of the big throwback. And then of course you have the option to purchase the little mouse and the elf, and of course the exclusive that is all, the collectible, exclusive collectible throwback. The collectible that is available this month too. So grab those before they disappear into the vault, because they are only available until tomorrow at 11:59 Pacific time. So thank you again, you guys. I will join you again soon, I'm sure. But we will be live again next Wednesday at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So thank you again. I hope you have the best rest of your week. And remember, leave a comment with your favorite throwback and we'll pick a winner for